Now to the urgent humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Doctors and the UN are warning of a looming catastrophe. Desperate scenes across the region of people lining up for water and fuel and other basic supplies. Hundreds of Americans remain trapped in Gaza. And tonight, late word of a deal to open the Rafah border crossing on Monday. Here's ABC's chief foreign correspondent, Ian Pannell.
Tonight, the growing humanitarian crisis inside Gaza. As many as 1 million people are on the move, but there are few places to hide, and the bombing never stops.
We're out close to Israeli artillery positions here. They're firing directly into Gaza every few minutes or so. We're hearing the sound of those big guns, and on the other side, what we're seeing is the impact.
There's death, destruction, and displacement at every turn. Over 2,600 Palestinians killed in just over a week. This is now the deadliest of many wars here. Israel retaliating for that horrific attack 8 days ago. With a ground incursion looming, it's warning civilians in the north to move south. The UN saying the displacement will have devastating consequences. This doctor at a children's hospital in the evacuation zone calling it a death sentence for the tiniest of patients who depend on electricity and oxygen just to stay alive. We've been following Tala Imad Hetzala, a student at the Islamic University of Gaza. Her family tried to flee, but without a car, they're stuck.
I don't know if we'll stay alive or not.
And even in the south, where they've been told to go, safety is an illusion. In Khan Yunis, airstrikes burying entire families in the rubble. Gaza is awash with grief. 61-year-old Mohammed Abu Dhaka says he lost his son and cousins. They were killed while they sheltered at home. Crying out, people have been under the rubble for 3 days. What have we done? This morning, the US Embassy advising US citizens who can do so safely to also move south, saying they're working on getting them out of Gaza.
Our goal is to ensure that every American who is in Gaza has safe passage out.
Hundreds of Americans are trapped inside. I spoke on the phone with Mahab Barakat from New Jersey, hunkered down in the south of Gaza.
I don't think any of us can imagine what it's like being there right now, how frustrating and how terrifying it must be.
It is. I mean, we wake up in the middle of the night with the loud bombing. They tell us to stay close to the border. They tell us they're trying to evacuate us. And they're telling us that if we go to the borders, they're not responsible for our safety.
Lindsay, the UN says they're running out of body bags. Food, water and gas supplies have been cut off for days, although the water may be turned back on in some areas. And the hospitals are full with few medical supplies left. Aid agencies are now pleading for a humanitarian corridor. But as this land battle looms, the fear is that the death and suffering in Gaza is only going to get worse. Lindsay?
It sure seems that way, Ian. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.